rats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Good evening, baseball fans. Welcome back to Groton, South Dakota and Lock Carsfield. We are here covering the 2024 Junior American Legion Class B State Tournament. We've made it to our final game of the tournament, the championship game, where we're going to see Winter Colome taking on Lennox. We'll get to those starting lineups here briefly. Recap the day so far. Earlier today, in our first game of the day, the 5th place game, we saw Groton defeat Clark. In a game just completed, Martin defeated Beersford, and that sets us up here for our final game of the day and of the tournament. Winter Colome taking on Lennox. Lennox just finishing up their outfield practice, warming up before the game starts. We'll quickly go through the starting lineups here for Lennox, as they will be the visitor on the scoreboard. Leading off and playing center field will be Jackson Bittner. Jackson Onaker doing the pitching. He will bat second. Batting third is Talon Ike. He is at shortstop. Cole Spieler at first base is batting fourth. Batting fifth is Mason Reichel. He's doing the catching. Sam Bombas is in left field. He's batting sixth. Batting seventh is Gabe Vierink. Vierink is at second base. Nate Haar at third base is batting eighth. And Jack Asheim is at right field. Is in right field, and he's batting ninth. Coaches for Lennox are Darren Ike and Jeff Spieler. For Winter, the home team on the scoreboard, leading off will be Carter McKenzie. He's in center field. Camden Anderson is at shortstop, batting second. Quincy Phillips is doing the catching, batting third. Dylan Brandis doing the pitching, batting fourth. Batting fifth is Keegan Latow. He's in right field. Aiden Schroeder is at third base, batting sixth. Batting seventh is Brody Calhoun. He is in left field. Batting eighth is Carter Craven at second base, and Carter Foster is at first base, batting ninth. Winter Colome, coached by Kurt Calhoun and Jason Beeler. We will have, it looks to me that we will have the color guard today, as well as our code of sportsmanship after the starting lineups, as the umpires and the athletic commissioners come on out. They're going to do their coaches meeting and so forth here briefly, but I think maybe we're going to do color guard and national anthem first. So as we see that happening, we'll keep it right here for all the pregame festivities. So stay tuned here as we honor the color guard and do the national anthem before we do our starting lineup. So stay with us.
Tonight's championship game features the visitors on the scoreboard. Lennox posts 174. And the home team, winner Colome, posts 169. Let's meet the teams. First for Lennox. Leading off number 1, the center fielder, Jackson Bittner. Batting second on the mound, number 25, Jackson Hanniker.
I guess we're going to hold off on the color guard. We're going to do the starting lineups again. We already went through that. So just quickly, while we're doing starting lineups, I will kind of cover the path that these two teams have taken. Lennox being the team introduced right now, we'll quickly go through that. They defeated Faulkton on Friday 12-2 to move into the semifinal game, and then last night they defeated Martin 8-1. So that got them here in their 2 wins to get to this championship game. For Winter Colome, Winter Colome defeated Clark Willow Lake 9-2, and then defeated Beersford yesterday 7-5 in their semifinal game to get them here to the championship game. Traditionally, these are 2 very, very good baseball communities. Winter Colome has been around for a long time with a lot of success over the years. Still see a lot of success there. There's their amateur baseball team with the Pheasants. And Lennox, same thing, as they're very synonymous lately with baseball. They hosted last year and then had themselves a nice tournament. If any of you remember last year down in Lennox at the state tournament, we were there. Groton was there. We got a lot of rain on Friday night into Sunday morning to the point where Lennox's field was unplayable, so the commissioners and tournament organizers scrambled and found different sites to play those placing games. One was actually played here as Groton and Wynn. They played each other for the 5th place matchup and kind of decided amongst the teams and got the blessing from the commissioners that said, you know, we're close to each other. Groton's field is ready to go. Let's go play there, and then let's make it work. So we did. So that's what happened last year, and but thankfully this year, weather's been absolutely beautiful out here for 3 days. We had a little rain today, but thankfully we only lost a few minutes in between games to the delay. But other than that, everything's been running pretty smoothly. So starting lineups are finished, and now it looks like we're going to have our color guard and national anthem, followed by the Legion Code of Sportsmanship. So stay with us here as we listen in.
At this time, we ask you stand and move your caps as we pay honor to America with the singing of our national anthem. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform may salute the flag. Remember, the proper etiquette is to remain standing until the colors are retired. Singing the national anthem is extraordinary student Charlie Jacobson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
Good job, Gurley.
Travis Kurth will read the Legion Code of Sportsmanship.
And now we'll have Athletic Commissioner Travis Kurth with the Code of Sportsmanship. And there's our pregame festivities again. I like that Code of Sportsmanship gives everybody a nice little reminder of why we play. Yes, winning and losing is part of the game, but we're going to play. Are we good? Yeah. Okay. That's fine. So a little meeting at the plate here for the coaches and the umpires. We'll set the defense here for winter in just a bit as they get ready to take the field. If you were, again, thank you to everyone who has been listening and tuning in to the coverage. Again, this is a great opportunity for us here in Groton to promote our community and promote our love of the sport of baseball. If you were able to come and watch a little bit this weekend, hopefully you were able to take a look at some of the improvements out here at the facility. Within the last few years, we've got new dugouts, new shade structures, new roofs on our picnic shelters, and many more improvements coming. I think I was talking with some of the board members, and a new concession stand bathroom setup is in the works as well. That's kind of the next big improvement out here. That project will begin.
First ball will be worth $10. Come up to the press box to retrieve that $10.
Excuse me. That project for the bathrooms and the concessions will begin construction, or hopefully in the fall of 2025. So we're still a little over a year away from that project even starting. So hopefully we can get that going and up and running. Set the defense here for winter. They are the home team on the scoreboard. Out in left field, it'll be Brody Calhoun. Center field is Carter McKenzie. Right field, Keegan Latow. And around the infield, third to first at third base is Aiden Schroeder. Shortstop is Camden Anderson. Second base is Carter Craven. And at first base is Carter Foster. The battery for winter here in this championship game behind the plate is Quincy Phillips. And on the mound is Dylan Brandis, the hard-throwing righty who's played third the whole game and batted fourth all the whole tournament. So see what he has to offer here. Scheduled hitters for Lennox is be Jackson Bittner, Jackson Onaker, and Talon Ike to start things off here for Lennox. Umpires for tonight's ball game. At first base, Dalton Locke. Third base, Roger Metzinger. And calling the balls and strikes behind the plate, Mr. Matt Clark. Again, all these umpires have been doing a lot of games. I know, like I said, Roger got his 25-year plaque and been doing it for a long time. And now Matt Clark also. First pitch on the way here. First pitch at 7:06 officially, 73, partly cloudy skies. Again, a beautiful night here at the ballpark. The 0-1, that misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're going to hear a lot of chatter, I think, from both dugouts as, again, this being the championship game. A lot of excitement happening. And the 1-1 fouled out of play. Good tournaments, guys. One of the Martin coaches walked in here, and they had themselves a nice tournament, winning 2 games and taking home 3rd place. The 1-2 swung on and grounded to the first baseman, Carter Foster. He knocks it down, but no play at first. They're going to have to give an error on that play, I would think. Hard hit ball, but Foster knocks it down, but Dylan Brandis doesn't come off the base to cover first, and a little miscommunication there from pitcher and first baseman. So that's going to have the leadoff hitter on, Jackson Bittner. Jackson Onaker now the batter. He's doing the pitching today, wearing number 25. First pitch misses upstairs. Brandis checks the runner at first. And the 1-0. And that's going to hit Onaker right in the elbow. That one hurts.
Martin Baseball just donated $50 for the next foul ball. Martin Baseball team.
That's why they were up here. Martin coaches were up here. They just dropped off $50 for the next foul ball. So, again, we've had a lot of generous people here at the ballpark this weekend. We've had $10, $20, $35, $50 foul balls all weekend. So Jackson Onaker over there, he's walking it off as he took that pitch right in the elbow, his left elbow no less. So, you know, when they call it the funny bone, you know, we all know if you've ever been hit there, it's not so funny. So runners on first and second, nobody out. Talon Ike the batter, and the first pitch he sees is in there for a strike. No balls and one strike. Lennox able to get their first two guys on. Bittner on via the air, and Onaker on by getting hit by the pitch. And the 0-1 to Ike. That misses inside. Again, this Dylan Brandis, has got himself a little bit of a whipping motion when he throws. And watching him when he was playing third, his ball's got a lot of tail on it. So that might be something he's got to be concerned with. The 1-1 is in there for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Talon Ike, the number 3 hitter for Lennox, he's had himself quite a tournament, 4 for 4 on the first day. A couple hits yesterday as well. And the 1-2, this is high. Count even up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think we were talking before the game. He's only been retired twice. Maybe only gotten out twice, on base every other time. And the 1-2, swung on, hit right at the shortstop, Camden Anderson, and he'll secure it and put it away. Good base running there, though, by Bittner and Onaker. Yeah, you drill it into your runners. Freeze on the line. Make sure the line drive goes through. And watching both of them, you can tell they've been schooled well. And they took a couple steps, waited, saw the ball caught, and then hustled back to their bases. Cole Spieler, the batter. There's a $50 foul ball. Looks like we've got a mad dash, and it is picked up by somebody. No fighting, so success. And the 0-1, that's in there for strike 2 on the corner. Cole Spieler, he was the pitcher yesterday in Lennox's semifinal win. He went the distance, complete game. He's also having himself a good offensive tournament. The 0-2 misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 is the count here to Cole Spieler. And the 1-2 swung on, popped up. Schroeder's going to give it a look, but it's going to get out of play. And Spieler stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 15 pitches so far for Dylan Brandis. Still early. Only 1 out. No runs in yet. 1 runners on first and second. The 1-2 swung on and popped up. Calhoun coming hard, and he won't get to it as it lands foul. And Spieler staying alive. Said, I think Brandis's ball's got just enough movement on it that it's going to be hard for these guys to square anything up. And Brandis checks the runner. Now the 1-2. Swung on and grounded to the right side. Craven up with it. He's just going to get the out at first. And that there was also a little bit of an adventure. Runners will move up on the play. So runners on second and third. Bittner at third and Onaker at second. Spieler retired 4-3. Craven to Foster. Carter to Carter. And Reichel takes inside. Mason Reichel, the batter. Reichel doing the catching once again for Lennox, as he has done in the previous 2 games. And the 1-0. Swung on, hit hard into center field. That's going to be down for a hit. Onaker coming around third. He's going to go hard, but the pitch is going to be, throw is going to be cut off, as McKenzie was coming hard and he fired it in. But Lennox does get one on the Reichel RBI single. Onaker was coming hard around third, but a nice play there by Carter McKenzie, as he came in fire and came up throwing and fired a strike back to the infield. Sam Bombas, the batter now. He takes the first pitch for a strike. Brandis gets ahead here. No balls and 1 strike. The 1-1 is in there for a strike. Count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lennox jumps out here 1-0, top of the first inning. Hoping to add to it here. Runner goes. Brandis steps off, but nothing going to happen there. Again, seen that play quite a bit this year, where the runner at first tries to either get the pitcher to balk or get himself into a little bit of a rundown and get a run scored. The 1-2 is grounded to first. Carter Foster up with it. He's going to flip to Brandis, and he's going to make the play. So 3-1 on the putout for the third out. But Lennox gets one. They leave 2 after a half inning. 1-0 Lennox. Coming up in the home half of the first inning, it'll be Carter McKenzie, Camden Anderson, and Quincy Phillips, and we'll have the bottom of the first inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
Do you have a Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
We're back here in the home half of the first inning. Winner going to come to bat. Scheduled hitters are Carter McKenzie, Camden Anderson, and Quincy Phillips. Set the defense here for Lennox. In the outfield, left to right, it'll be Sam Bombas in left, Jackson Bittner in center, and Jack Oshheim in right. Infield, third to first. At third base will be Nate Haar. Shortstop, Talon Ike. Second base, Gabe Vierink. And first base, Cole Spieler. And doing the catching here for Lennox once again is Mason Reichel. And on the mound is Jackson Onaker. Lennox able to get one across there in the first inning as they get one on one hit. Jackson Bittner reached on an error, and he found himself around to third. And then he's able to score on a Mason Reichel single. But that's all the scoring done there. So Winter Colome hoping to get right back into the mix here with Carter McKenzie coming to bat to lead things off. Jackson Onaker finishing up his last couple of warm-up pitches. Again, these two teams undefeated coming into today. They won their first games. Lennox defeated Faulkton and Martin. And Winter Colome defeated.
Leading off for Winter Colome, number 1, the center fielder, Carter McKenzie.
I have to double check that. Sorry about that. I think they defeated Clark and Beresford. Winter Colome defeated Clark and Beresford. Okay, so I didn't know that. So Carter McKenzie going to lead things off here for Winter Colome here in the bottom half of the first inning. First pitch, that's on the inside corner for a strike. So Jackson Onaker jumps ahead right away with strike. No balls and 1 strike. Carter McKenzie playing center field for Winter. And the 0-1, well, that one bounces well in front of home plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here. We're early on here in the bottom of the first inning. Carter McKenzie trying to work himself on base, set the table for the rest of the lineup. And the 1-1 swung on and grounded foul, wide of third. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Winter Colome trying to answer back as they gave up 1 in the top of the first. And the 1-2, that's in there for strike 3. And Carter McKenzie down looking for out number 1. Good pitch there by Jackson Onaker, froze McKenzie. Camden Anderson now the batter. Anderson playing shortstop. He pitched yesterday for Winter Colome as they defeated Beersford. First pitch to Anderson. This is off the plate. No 1 ball, no strikes. Again, talking with a lot of people here, they couldn't have asked for a better weekend. Friday's the weather was beautiful yesterday, other than a little bit of rain shower earlier today. The 1-0 swung on, popped up into short right field, converging and going to fall into no man's land out there in right center. Going to give Anderson a single on that one. That's a tough play. Vierink going out, Bittner coming in, and right fielder Osheim coming in, and just in a spot where nobody could get to. So Anderson is aboard with a 1-out single. Quincy Phillips now the batter. Phillips doing the catching. Anderson kind of just hanging out over there off the base, and Onaker chases him back. Long pause. First pitch to Phillips is in there for a strike. And Onaker, long pause there, trying to make sure he gets Anderson to stop his lead. Not let him get a walking lead. Anderson's got pretty good speed, so I'd be surprised if you try moving him up. They chase him back, and he's out at first as he's picked off. Nice move there by Onaker as Camden Anderson was caught leaning, and he's going to be picked off for the 2nd out. Took that extra step, and right as he took that extra step, he leaned a little towards second, and Onaker timed it just right and made a non-target throw. Good tag there by Cole Spieler to erase that single. The 0-1 to Phillips. Swung on, hit hard in the center. Bittner's going to track it down, and he's going to put it away. So Winter only sends 3 to the plate. No runs. They got a hit. They don't leave any. After 1 complete, 1-0 Lennox. Coming up for Lennox in the top of the 2nd, it'll be Gabe Vierink, Nate Haar, and Jack Osheim will have the top of the 2nd inning here at Lockhart Field when we come back after this break.
You have a pest?
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
And we're back here, top of the second inning. This is Pat Krause bringing you state tournament action. Championship game of the 2024 Junior Legion State Tournament here at Lockhart Field. Winner taking on Lennox. Lennox put one up in the top of the first inning. That is the only score so far, 1-0, as winner Colome only sent 3 to the plate in their half of the first. They did get a hit from Camden Anderson, however, he was picked off first base, and then Quincy Phillips flied out to end the inning. Gabe Vierink now batting for Lennox. Vierink is the second baseman in today's ball game. Dylan Brandis still pitching for winner. First pitch is in there for a strike. Brandis gets his sign from Phillips, and the 0-1. Swung on, pop foul, out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. To the Lennox second baseman, Gabe Vierink. Nate Haar stands on deck. And just like that, Vierink down swinging on 3 pitches. So good start to the inning for Dylan Brandis. And sometimes it's been fairly common that, some of these pitchers have a little trouble in the first inning, and once they get settled in, they can really be effective. First pitch to Nate Haar, misses high up and away. Nate Haar playing third base for Lennox in this championship game. Brandis looking in at Quincy Phillips as Haar digs back in. And the 1-0 swung on and missed. Count now even, 1 ball, 1 strike to the Lennox third baseman, Nate Haar. Swings through that one, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, Haar's having himself a tough tournament. I think yesterday he had at least a couple strikeouts. Haar getting in the box, he's calling time, and Dylan Brandis wanting to go, and the umpire makes him wait. The 1-2 swung on and hit into left field. Brody Calhoun back. That's going to get over his head. Haar comes around first, and he will check in with a 1-out double. Big hit there by Nate Haar, as again, they've been kind of hard to come by for him. So nice time to get a big double there with a double there to get things started for Lennox. Brings up Jack Osheim, the right fielder, and the number 9 hitter in the lineup. First pitch on the way, swung on and grounded. Fair ball down the third baseline. Haar comes into third. He's gonna check in as Calhoun hustles after it and fires it back in. So a little production here from the bottom part of the lineup for Lennox, as get a double out of their number 8 hitter and a single out of the 9 hitter. That's going to bring us back to the top of the lineup, and Jackson Bittner. First pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Bittner officially 0 for 1, although he was on base. He reached on an error. Came around and scored. He scored the only run in the game so far. Osheim takes his lead from first. The 0-1. Swung on and missed as Bittner swings through it. Again, sometimes you might hear in the background Coach Darren Ike calling out a series of numbers, kind of a different way to give signs. The 0-2 just off the plate. Brandis just trying to see how far he can get off the plate there with umpire Matt Clark. That one was just a little too far. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. The 1-2, Bittner chops it foul. Dylan Brandis looking in at his catcher, Quincy Phillips. He's going to check the runner at first. And the 1-2 coming home. Swung on and missed, and Bittner down swinging for the second out of the inning. Jackson Aneker, the hitter now, as Dylan Brandis is working to get out of a bit of a jam here. Gave up a 1-out double, followed that with a 1-out single. And now he's got 2 outs, runners on first and third. First pitch to Honecker, swung on and missed as he chased one up around the letters. Honecker got hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, so no official at-bat for him yet, or first plate appearance, I should say. And Brandis checks the runner at first, and the 0-1. Swung on and grounded to the right side. Craven up with it onto second in time to retire Osheim, and that's going to end the inning as Osheim is cut down 4-6 to end the inning. Lennox mounts a little bit of a threat, but they don't get any, and they leave a couple. After 1.5, it's 1-0 Lennox. Coming up for winner in the home half of the second. It'll be Dylan Brandis, Keegan Littau, and Aiden Schroeder, and we'll have the bottom of the second inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Home half of the second inning here as Winter Colome coming up. Scheduled batters for Winter Colome are Dylan Brandis, Keegan Littau, Aiden Schroeder, Jackson Honecker is continuing to his warm-up pitches, getting ready to begin his second inning of work. Dylan Brandis going to lead things off here for Winter Colome. Again, 2 games completed already today. Groton defeated Clark in the 5th place matchup. And game before this was Martin defeating Beresford. Dylan Brandis digging in here. We got our pitcher-on-pitcher matchup here. Jackson Honecker pitching for Lennox. And the first pitch to Brandis misses up high. Okay, Dylan Brandis, good hitter. Every ball seems like he puts in play. He hits hard. And the 1-0 is in there for a strike. Little off speed there as Honecker noticed in that first pitch that Brandis is way out on his front foot. So, and the 1-1 swung on and missed as Brandis chases one down and away. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Honecker set at the belt. And now the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and Brandis down swinging for the first out. Haven't seen that very much this tournament. It's a big out there. We talked about it, and I've talked about it in other games, that getting that first out of an inning is so important as it kind of takes that pressure off. Keegan Littau now the batter, 21, playing right field. First pitch in there for a strike. Honecker jumps right in here as he's 4 for 4 with strikes, I believe. And the 0-1. That one misses down and away. Not a bad pitch there, but just a little too down, a little too away. 1-1 the count here, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 score. The 1-1 misses high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Lennox scored 1 in their half of the first and nothing since. Again, game still early. The 2-1, that misses now. 3-1. 3-1 the score. Keegan Littau trying to find a way on base. Try to get something started here for Winter. They have had a base runner, however, he was picked off. In the 3-1, swung on and lined into left. Bombas cannot come up with it. Littau around first, and he's going to check in at second. Hard hit ball into left field, gets over the head of Bombas, and Littau finds himself on second base with a one-out single. And that's going to bring up Aiden Schroeder. Schroeder batting sixth, playing third base for Winter Colome today. Littau takes his lead from second. Honecker checks. First pitch, I think we got a little cross up there from Reichel and Honecker, as that was a fastball and he didn't catch it like a fastball. So Littau gets his lead. No one holding out there. Maybe Ike and Honecker have a little play on here. The 1-0 chopped foul. Good cut there by Schroeder. He just out in front of it. Schroeder pitched the first game of the tournament for Winter Colome. Threw himself a complete game. 98 pitch complete game, which is very, very efficient game, good game. And they're going to chase back Littau. Ball gets into center, but Littau doesn't hop up and hustle. He just stays there, which probably is okay, as Bittner was charging hard. No need to take an unnecessary risk. You're already in scoring position, so Littau checks again. Honecker checks Littau at second. And the 1-1 to Schroeder. That one gets by Reichel, and Littau able to move up anyway now on the wild pitch, and tying run now 90 feet away for Winter Colome. A lot of excitement in the dugout below us. 2 balls and 1 strike. I think listening to the coaches, I think they're just telling the Lennox coaches, they're telling their fielders, just get an out. Don't need to take an unnecessary chance here. And 2-1 to Schroeder. Swung on, hit into left field. Bittner tracks it down. He's going to make the catch. The runner does not tag, so there's going to be a play at third, and he is safe at third. So long fly ball. Not sure what we're doing here. He didn't retouch the plate. That's what happened. So a lot happening there. So Keegan Littau does not tag. Instead, he runs home. He touches home. But if he's going to go back to third, he has to retouch home before he returns to third. He did not do that. Lennox appeals, and they got the out. So that ends the inning. A lot of confusion there, but good job by the umpires to get that all squared away. So after 2 complete, still 1-0 coming up for Lennox in the top of the third. It'll be Ike, Spieler, and Reichel, and we'll have that for you when we come back after this break.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and
Talon Ike takes strike 1 here to lead things off in the top of the third inning for Lennox. Again, if you were watching, a crazy end of the end of the second inning. The 0-1 misses high, 1 ball, 1 strike. When we get some time here, we'll break that down a little more. The 1-1 from Brandis. Misses low and away. Ike lined out in his first at bat to the shortstop. So officially 0 for 1 so far. And the 2-1 swung on and popped up. And that's going to get out of play into the Little League field behind the first base dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count here to Talon Ike, the shortstop for Lennox. The 2-2 swung on and grounded to third under the glove of Schroeder and into left field. And they're going to give him a hit. Generous scorekeepers. Cole Spieler, the batter now. Spieler 0 for 1 as he grounded out in his first at bat. Again, Darren Ike, they got a risk call sheet. All the players have one, and calls out a series of numbers, and that tells them if there's anything on. Sometimes there's nothing on. It's just a kind of a decoy. Spieler takes high. Again, Cole Spieler having himself a nice tournament. Hitting the ball well and pitched himself a nice game yesterday. Big, tall lefty. Big, athletic-looking kid, too. So, see some good things coming from him. The 1-0 is on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs. Lennox has their leadoff man on base here with Talon Ike leading off the inning with a sharp single. And the 1-1 off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 misses. 3-1 now the count. Lennox looking to add to their lead as they scored 1 in the first and looking to tack more on here. The 3-1, that misses. And Spieler is going to draw himself a walk. Mason Reichel now the batter. Reichel had an RBI single back in the first inning, drove in Jackson Bittner for the only run. We'll see here if they have anything on. We'll see what Lennox does. I know Reichel being their number 5 hitter, he does swing a good bat, but this is a situation where you maybe want to get some guys in a scoring position. Does not square. Instead, hits a line drive into left. Ike coming around third. He's going to go as the left fielder Brody Calhoun has trouble handling the ball. And that's going to allow Talon Ike to score. Good aggressive base running there. Nice job there by Mason Reichel as he drives in his second run of the game and the second run for Lennox. Brody Calhoun's able to field that cleanly. That's going to hold Ike at third, but even the slightest little bobble allowed Ike to score from second. Sam Bombas now the batter for Lennox. This time he squares around and fouls it off. Kind of a awkward square. I think if he pulls it back, it might have beaned him, but he gets a bat on it, fouls it off. So we'll see if he tries it again. Dylan Brandis looking around at the runners. Now he comes set. And the 0-1, he does square around. This time pulls away, but going to get by Phillips. And essentially that's what they were hoping for, and now they get it without having to sacrifice an out. So 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Runners on second, third. Base hit here could really break this open. Lennox leading 2-0 so far. They scored 1 in the first and 1 so far here in the third. And the 1-1 swung on and chopped foul over here in front of the dugout. Cole Spieler on third. Mason Reichel on second. And the 1-2. That one misses off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. No outs in the top of the third inning. Lennox has an opportunity here to really pile it on here if they get some timely hits. And the 2-2 swung on and chopped back to the pitcher, Brandis. He's going to go to first. Spieler bluffs home. Reichel way off a second, but nobody covering.
Now back, number 23, the second baseman, Gabe Buren.
So Bombas grounds out 1-3 for the first out. Gabe Vierink now the batter. Vierink was a strikeout victim his first at bat. First pitch misses outside. And the 1-0. Swung on, chop foul, got a piece of it. Lennox still has a chance here to get some runs here. Runners on second, third. And they're going to try a little squeeze, a little safety squeeze kind of there, as Spieler delayed going and Vierink squared around, but unsuccessful. I think we have 2 strikes now, so Gabe looking to hit now. Vierink looking to hit, and he fouls it off, and that, I think, maybe caught Quincy Phillips in the wrist, so Matt Clark's going to walk the ball out to pitcher Dylan Brandis and give Phillips a chance to recover. One ball and 2 strikes. The count here to the Lennox second baseman Gabe Vierink. Base hit here will go a long way for Lennox. The 1-2 on the inside corner, and Vierink down looking for the second out. So big out there for Dylan Brandis, as he's had second and third now with nobody out. Now he's got second, third, and 2 outs. And Nate Haar, the batter. Haar got himself a double in his first at bat, 1 for 1. First pitch swinging. And Darren Ike down here telling him, you got to keep your head down. You're peeking, you're looking. Just keep it simple, keep it basic. Runners take their lead. Big lead at second by Reichel. The 0-1. That's going to be up above Haar. And dugout razzing him a little bit, telling him to wear it. And the 1-1 to Haar. Misses low and away. 2-1 now. 2 outs. Again, a base hit here will get definitely 1. The Spieler will score from third. And Reichel, he's got himself a nice lead at second. He could score on a single. And Haar gets a piece of it, fouls it out of play. Count evens up, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. 3-2 pitches popped up over here in front of the dugout. Phillips hustles after it, lays out, unable to make the play. Good attempt there by Quincy Phillips as he hopped out from behind there. Haar stays alive in the at-bat. 3 balls and 2 strikes. There's 2 outs. Lennox has 1 in so far here in the top of the third inning, but obviously wanting to put more across with runners on second and third. And the 3-2, and that misses, and Haar is going to draw a 2-out walk. Good at bat there by Nate Haar. Worked himself to a full count, fouled off a couple pitches. That loads the bases for Jack Osheim. Osheim singled in his first at bat. Again, looking for that again here, and that would be go a long way here for Lennox. First pitch outside, throw it down to second, and that's going to get by as Phillips being aggressive, but ball gets by Camden Anderson, and that's going to allow Cole Spieler to score from third. No other runners are going to move up. Reichel was getting himself a big lead out there, and Phillips decides to run a play with Camden Anderson. However, it is unsuccessful, and another run is scored. The 1-0 fouled straight into the dugout. That one found its way into the Winter Colome dugout right below us. 1-1 the count. Osheim calls time at the plate. Make sure he gets himself ready. Dylan Brandis likes to work fast. He He knows what he wants to throw, and the 1-1 swung through and missed. 1-2 the count now, 2 outs. Lennox leading 3-0 as they have scored 1 in the first and 2 here in the third. And the 1-2 swung on a pop foul out of play. And Osheim stays alive. Bittner on deck. He's the leadoff batter. Should Osheim reach, Jackson Bittner will bat. And the 1-2, that one misses low and away. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 70 pitches for Brandis. And the 2-2, that one misses high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the runners will leave early with 3-2 and 2 outs. Reichel walks off and gets his lead. Hard walks off with his lead. And the runners go. 3-2, swung on and missed. And Osheim is retired on the strikeout for the 3rd out.
Lennox scores 2 runs on 2 hits.
Lennox gets 2 on 2 hits. They leave a couple after 2.5. It's 3-0 Lennox. Coming up for winner in the home half of the 3rd, it'll be Brody Calhoun, Carter Craven, and Carter Foster. We'll have that and those 3 batters when we come back after this break.
Every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you'll learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com. Out here.
And we're back here bringing you the bottom of the 3rd inning here in the championship game of the 2024 Junior American Legion State Tournament. I'm Pat Krause bringing you the action. This is game number 11 of the tournament. 3rd game today. We had 4 on Friday, 4 on Saturday, and 3 today. So busy day here at the Groton Ballpark, Lockhart Field, as it is affectionately called.
Number 12, the right fielder, Brody Calhoun.
Brody Calhoun going to lead things off here for winner. This will be his first plate appearance in this ball game, as Jackson Honaker has faced the minimum so far. First pitch to Calhoun. Swung on and hit into short center. Bittner coming hard, and he will make a nice running catch. Nice play there by Jackson Bittner. Bittner ran a long way for that ball with good speed and able to track it down and put it away for out number 1. With 1 out, that's going to bring up Carter Craven. Craven, the second baseman for winner Colome, takes inside for ball number 1. And the 1-0 missed down and in. 2-0 now to Carter Craven. And the 2-0 on the way. That's in there for a strike, and Honaker comes back and gets a strike call. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And the 2-1 swung on and missed as Craven chases one out of the zone. A little upset with himself there. The 2-2 swung on and lifted into right center. And Osheim calls for the ball, and he puts it away for out number 2.
Now batting for 32,
Carter Foster now the batter for Winter Colome. Again, Onaker doing a real nice job here. Just throwing strikes, only at 27 pitches through 2 2/3, where his counterpart Dylan Brandis is at 72. So a little bit of a difference in pitching styles here. First pitch to Foster misses low and in the dirt. One ball, no strikes to the Winter first baseman. The 1-0 off the plate, 2-0 now. Again, Onaker fell behind 2-0 to Craven and was able to battle himself back in and get the out. So we'll see if he can repeat that here with Foster. And the 2-0 is in there for a strike. A little bit of a high strike, but called no less. The 2-1 swung on and lifted into short right center. That's going to be down for a hit. Nice piece of hitting there by Carter Foster as he got a pitch down in the zone and puts a good swing on it and lifts it into short right center. Carter McKenzie now the batter. McKenzie, the top of the order here for Winter, went down looking in his first at bat. So 0 for 1. Onaker checks over at Foster, doesn't have himself a big lead. And the first pitch to McKenzie. That's in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Lennox leading 3-0. They scored 1 in the first and 2 in the top of the third. Long pause from Onaker. And the 0-1 in the dirt. Nice stop there by Reichel. Again, as I said, we've seen some very nice displays of some catching skills this weekend. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Carter Foster on first. He's singled. Now they throw over. He doesn't have to move far to get there. Again, Foster just only about a step or 2 off the base, so he's not going anywhere too fast. And the 1-1 on the way. That one misses up. 2 balls and 1 strike to Carter McKenzie, playing center field and batting leadoff here for Winter Colome. And the 2-1. That one's low and away again. Another nice stop there by Mason Reichel. 3-1 the count. Winter looking to extend the inning here. Try to get something going with 2 outs. Camden Anderson stands on deck. Anderson singled back in the first. The 3-1. Swung on and lined into left center. That's going to be down for a hit. Foster comes around. He's going to check in at second. Good at bat there by Carter McKenzie as he worked the count to his favor and then able to get a ball and hit it hard into left center. So Winter got a little something going here with 2 outs. Camden Anderson now the batter. Again, Anderson singled in the first, but he was picked off of first base on a nice move by Jackson Onaker. So 2 outs. We've got runners on first and second. Camden Anderson the batter. He's playing shortstop, wearing number 2. And the first pitch is hit hard into left field. That's going to be down for a hit. Foster coming around third. They're going to hold him as Bombas comes up and throws a strike into Har. And Winter with 3 hits so far. Foster with a single, 3 hits in a row. Foster, McKenzie, and Anderson, all 3 singles. And Darren Knight going to come out of the dugout and have a little chat with his pitcher and catcher. Again, while we have the chance, as I've been doing here, and we're going to run out of time if I don't say it again, but again, thank you to all the sponsors that you see scrolling around on the bottom of your screen. Again, without them, we don't have this stream. That's what makes this possible and gives us the ability to do what we do up here and enjoy ourselves watching baseball for the last 3 days. And that goes hand in hand with the Groton Baseball Softball Foundation, as they're the ones who rally up those sponsors and get them to fund our endeavors up here. So big thank you to them as well. And again, before this is all said and done, we'll do a big thank you at the end of the broadcast. Conference over, and Quincy Phillips, the batter, he takes the first pitch low. Phillips 0 for 1, hit a fly ball into center field his first at bat. That was caught by Jackson Bittner. And the 1-0 to Phillips misses. And now 2-0 as the winner Colome dugout starts to show a little life here. Bases loaded, 3 singles by the 9-1 and 2 hitters. Just what you hope to see here. Have your 3 hitter up to bat. The 2-0 is in there for a strike. Phillips steps back into the box. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. There's 2 outs. Base hit here. He'll get 1 for sure, maybe 2, as McKenzie's got pretty good speed at second base, and he's getting himself a nice lead out there so he can get a good jump. And the 2-1 swung on and missed as Phillips over the top of it. Two balls and 2 strikes here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2 outs. Honaker trying to work out of a jam. Phillips calls time. Trying to disrupt Honaker's rhythm here a little bit. As he comes set now in the 2-2. Just misses low. I think everybody in the Lennox dugout and in the Lennox crowd wanted that pitch, but Matt Clark says it's down low and misses. 3-2 the count. Runners will be off early here. 3-2 and 2 outs. Honaker, long pause. And the 3-2. Swung on and line to right field. That's going to be down for a hit. 1 run's going to score. McKenzie coming around third. He's going to be waved. He's going to score. And Anderson checks in at third. Good piece of hitting there by Quincy Phillips. As he lines it into left field, drives in 2 as the runners were off. Foster scores easily from third, and McKenzie comes around and scores from second. Anderson off with the pitch. He makes it to third on the play, so threat still mounting here. First and third, Dylan Brandis the batter. Both those runs coming with 2 outs. Nice piece of hitting there as the throw goes over to first, not in time. Tell you what, one thing here, we always talk about the pickoff move being so effective, but Cole Spieler, being a lefty, he's got himself a nice quick sweep tag and does a good job of getting that pitch, that ball down to the runner. Even that high throw there, you know, he's able to snatch it and bring it down real quick. Dylan Brandis, the batter here for Winter Colome. He is the pitcher. 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far. Phillips off with the first pitch, and Brandis chops at it and goes foul. Not sure if that's what the third base coach for Winter down here was hoping for, as I think Phillips might have had the base stolen, and that would have put him on second. Runners on second and third with Brandis up, who is a good batter, good hitter in there. Phillips got a nice lead over there at first. Honaker goes back and checks again. Quick tag over there by Spieler. Again, that's very effective, but Phillips got himself the right kind of lead. He's, as they always say, step and a dive. The 0-1, Phillips goes. This time he throw down. Now there's going to be a play at the plate, and not in time. Oh, it is in time. Good throw there by Ike. And Reichel hangs in there, and Camden Henderson slides right into the tag. Home plate umpire Matt Clark right on top of it, so nice play there. But Winter gets 2, and they leave 1 after 3. It's 3-2. Coming up for Lennox in the top of the 4th inning will be Bittner, Honaker, and Ike, and we'll have that when we come back after this break.
Growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. so farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com. Out here,
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
And we're back here, going to the top of the fourth inning. Winter Colome gets 2 back in the bottom half of the third to cut into that deficit. 3-2 now our score. And close to being a 3-3 game as if you were tuned in. A little first and third action there where Quincy Phillips takes off for second. The throw down was cut off by Talon Ike. And as soon as the ball got over the pitcher's head, Camden Anderson broke for home. But Talon Ike able to throw a strike home to catcher Mason Reichel to hold on for the tag to record the out. Jackson Bittner's going to lead off here for Lennox in the top half of the fourth inning. He takes the first pitch for a ball. Dylan Brandis still pitching. This is pitch number 74. And Bittner squares around but pulls it back. We'll see if he takes a look down here at where Schroeder's playing. Schroeder's still playing back even though he squared. And Bittner takes inside 3-0. Now will not likely be bunting. 3-0 as now Brandis at pitch 75. 105 is the max for the day. And the 3-0. That one misses, and Bittner's going to be on first with a leadoff 4-pitch walk. Jackson Onaker coming to bat now, doing the pitching. We'll see here again. We didn't see him square around last time. We'll see if he does this time. Bittner gets his lead, does not go. Onaker does not square. Maybe just a decoy call there from Darren Ike. He calls out a number, and players all look at their wrist calls, and now we go. And the 1-0 does not square, takes a strike. And that's maybe what it was, is Brandis had thrown 5 in a row so far, so now he comes back with a strike. Now we'll see if there's anything on, if we see Bittner taking off for second, or if Onaker lays down a bunt. And the 1-1, neither one of those things happened, so Darren Ike and I are not on the same page as far as strategy here. As I think with your number 2 hitter up and nobody out, it'd be a pretty easy play for me. Time called at the plate. I think in this situation, Bittner's got good speed, so you can either get him moving, but Quincy Phillips is a good catcher back there. But if you trust Onaker with the bat as the number 2 hitter, he swings and lifts one into left field. Brody Calhoun watches it as it flies out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now it takes that bunt out of the equation here. Again, that's just me personally. I'd like to, especially when you got Talon Ike on deck and Cole Spieler, and now instead you risk a double play ball. Oh. Jackson Bittner forced out at second base on a close play. Onaker going to be on a fielder's choice. Very close play at second base. Talon Ike now the batter, and again, as I said, the first pitch is in there for a strike. If they're able to get a bunt down there and get Bittner to second, now with Ike up, you've got a runner in scoring position. The 0-1 swung on, chop foul. Count no balls and 2 strikes. Again, I think that might have been a missed opportunity. And the 0-2 swung on and grounded up the middle. Could be 2 here. Oh, as it gets under the glove of Camden Anderson. And Onaker reaches out. I don't know what he was trying to do there. Jackson Onaker rounded second, and Anderson was standing in his position. And Onaker reached out, and I don't know if he was trying to get an interference or obstruction called there. But he's easily thrown out at third base.
Now back number 21, first baseman Cole Spieler.
On the throw, Ike moves up. So he's on second base now with 2 outs. And Cole Spieler, the batter, and he takes inside. Trying to get my book up to date here and kind of diagnose everything that happened. And the 1-0 to Spieler. That one misses. 2 balls and no strikes. And the 2-0. That one's on the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. That pitch count getting up there for Dylan Brandis. The 2-1 inside, 3-1 now. Creeping up on that 90 pitch mark, as that was pitch number 88 here in not even four innings. And the 3-1 swung on a foul. Spieler caught just a piece of it to stay alive in the at-bat, or excuse me, that was just to get to a full count. My fault. 3-2 the count now. 3-2, 2 outs. Talon Ike is on second base. He's there by way of a Camden Anderson error. 3-2 misses, and Cole Spieler is going to draw himself a 2-out walk.
Now back number 35, the catcher, Mason Reichel.
Mason Reichel now coming to bat here. Reichel 2 for 2 today, 2 RBIs. Had himself a nice day at the plate. Hoping to keep that going. 2 runners on first and second. Talon Ike at second. And Cole Spieler at first. First pitch to Reichel misses highs. That was the 90th pitch of the game for Dylan Brandis. 91st pitch, excuse me. As he looks in at Phillips and gets a sign. And the 1-0. That's in the inside corner. And Reichel comes out unhappy. Not sure if he's unhappy with the call or with himself for not swinging. But the 1-1 swung on and foul tipped into the glove. Phillips hangs on. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Again, Brandis trying to work himself out of a bit of a jam here. A lot of things happened this inning. And if he's able to get out of here with no runs. The 1-2 swung on and missed. And Reichel goes down swinging for the 3rd out. And that's going to end the threat for Lennox. They score none. They leave 2. After 3.5, it's 3-2 Lennox. Coming up for winner in the bottom of the 4th, it'll be Brandis, Littau, and Schroeder. And we'll have the bottom of the 4th inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
And we're back going into the bottom of the fourth inning here. Dylan Brando's going to lead things off for Winter Colome. He's doing the pitching for Winter.
Now batting number 43 on the mound, Dylan Morales.
Jackson Onaker beginning his fourth inning of work. 45 pitches so far through 3 innings. So if you're a math major, that's 15 pitches an inning, which is a pretty good number to have. First pitch to Brandis is in the dirt. Scoots away from Reichel. He hops over and grabs it, fires it back to his pitcher. One ball, no strikes. And the 1-0. That's in there for a strike. Breaking ball. Brandis out on his front foot. And the 1-1. That one's going to be in the dirt as well. Two balls, one strike to the Winter Colome starting pitcher, Dylan Brandis. Just listening in here to the Winter Colome third base coach as he's talking to a couple of his players to get out and get warmed up because his pitcher's only got 11 left. The 2-1 swung on and missed, and Brandis now count even 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dylan Brandis 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Onaker checks, now he's coming home. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Brandis down swinging for the second time in the game. And that'll bring Keegan Littau coming to the plate. Littau involved in one of the more bizarre plays we've seen this weekend where got himself to third base and fly ball to the outfield and didn't tag, ran home, came back to third, but however forgot to touch home on his way back to third and then was called out at the plate. So, again, kind of a bizarre rule that sometimes we don't always know, but I'm guessing if he ever gets himself in that situation again, he won't make the same mistake. And the 1-0, that's in there for a strike. Count even now. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Lennox hanging on to a 3-2 lead. They scored 1 in the first, 2 in the third, and then Winter came back with 2 of their own in the bottom half of the third. That's where we're at here, 3-2. The 1-1, that one misses high. Jackson Onaker still pitching here. He's got 3 and a third under his belt. Only 53 pitches, so not a bad outing so far. And the 2-1, that one misses low and away. Onaker threw on day 1 for Lennox against Falkton. He threw 40, so he could not pitch yesterday, but it did allow him to pitch today. And the 3-1, swung on and grounded down here to third base. Foul wide of third as Nate Haar comes up with it. Gotta go the other way. 3-2 the count here to Keegan Littau. And he takes strike 3 looking, and he's down for the second out.
Now by number 7, playing third base, Aiden Schroeder.
Two outs, that's going to bring up Aiden Schroeder. Schroeder flew out to center during that bizarre play. He was the one that put it in play, so. And he takes a strike. No balls, 1 strike. to the Winter Colome third baseman. He swings and hits a ground ball. Vierink up with it. On to first in time to retire.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing.
So no runs. No on, no left. After 4, 3-2 Lennox coming up for Lennox at the top of the 5th. It'll be Bombas, Vierink, and Haar, and we'll have that for you when we return after this break.
And the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
And welcome back to Groton, South Dakota at Lockhart Field. I am Pat Kraus bringing you live action of the state tournament here, Junior Legion edition, as we see Winter Colome taking on Lennox. 3-2 our ball game. Game we're expecting to see. Sam Bombas going to lead things off here for Lennox as he digs in. Takes the first pitch for a ball, the 1-0 on the way. That one misses off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 to Bombas. That's in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dylan Brandis creeping up on that 100 pitch mark here as he's at 97. And the 2-1 swung on and grounded to the right side. Foster's going to stay down on it, and he's going to beat Bombas to the base for the first out. So 3 unassisted, the score there for the first out. Gabe Vierink going to be the batter now. Vierink having a little bit of trouble at the plate today as he's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both swinging and looking. Hoping to change that here. First pitch in there for a strike, as that's the 99th pitch. Next one will be 100. And that one misses, so 100 pitches now for Dylan Brandis. Again, the hope is here you can get out of this inning before you have to bring in a new pitcher. But now we're at 102 for his pitch count, 101 or 102. I can't, if they haven't changed it yet or not, but the 2-1. Swung on and fouled into the glove. Phillips hangs on. So again, if he can get an out here in the next pitch, then he'll be able to hopefully have a chance to finish the inning. Looks like Talon Ike up in the bullpen over there for Lennox. The 2-2 swung on and fouled, and Vierink gets a piece of it and evens the count now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2. That's in there for strike 3, and Vierink can't believe it as he goes down looking for his 3rd strikeout of the game. So at 104 pitches, that's going to allow Dylan Brandis the opportunity here to finish the inning. This will be his final batter of the game. First pitch to Nate Haar misses, so there's 105. But as the rule states, you can finish the batter that you are currently on. So the 1-0 to Haar. That's in there for a strike. These Lennox batters aren't sure about that inside corner, but from what I'm looking at here, Nate Haar looks like he's right on top of the plate. The 1-1 misses high. So when you stand on top of the plate, if that pitch comes under your arms, you may not think it's a strike, but it and in fact is. And the 2-1 misses low and in, 3-1 now. So Brandis at risk of not getting out of the inning. And the 3-1 is in there for a strike 2 to fill the count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So now with 2 strikes here, this will be Brandis', well, I shouldn't say, because if Har fouls it off, we'll do it again. The 3-2, and that one gets behind him, and that's going to walk Nate Har.
Get your split pot tickets out.
And with that pitch, that puts Dylan Brandis at 110. And we know the limit's 105, but he was allowed to finish. And looks like we're going to see Adrian Brandis maybe coming into the game. I'm looking at Adrian Brandis threw 25 pitches yesterday, so he is eligible to pitch today. We'll see here what the changes are as Adrian gets ready to throw his warm-up pitches. I see head coach here talking to Dylan Brandis, and we'll see what kind of changes are made. Looks like Dylan Brandis gonna walk over to his normal position at third. Aiden Schroeder is gonna head out to the outfield, and we'll see which outfielder gets sent in. It looks like left fielder Brody Calhoun's going to come out of the game. So umpire Matt Clark's going to get the changes here just to make sure and double check. But from my standpoint, it looks like we're going to have Adrian Brandis is going to come into the game in Brody Calhoun's spot. Let's see, we are in the 5th inning. So Matt Clark going to come over and give the changes here. 31 hitting for 12. I believe that's Adrian Brandis is hitting for 12, who was Brody Calhoun, just to get my program out here and double check. 12 is Brody Calhoun indeed. So Adrian Brandis in the batting order for Brody Calhoun as he comes in to pitch in relief of Dylan Brandis. So 2 outs, runner on first. Adrian Brandis is in now in relief of Dylan Brandis. Jack Osheim, the first batter. Jack Osheim. First pitch misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Winter Colome trying to get out of the inning here, get in and bat. Top of the 5th inning, 3-2 your score. And the 1-0 misses low and away. 2-0 the count. Again, Adrian Brandis came in and pitched last night a little bit, threw 25 pitches. So he was okay to come back in today. And the 2-0. That's in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now the count. To Jack Osheim. Osheim 1 for 2 with a single in the 2nd and a strikeout in the 3rd. And the 2-1 swung on and fouled back into the net. So Adrian Brandis falls behind 2-0. Now gets back even, 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nate Har gets his lead from first. And the 2-2 swung on, cue shot foul over in front by the Lennox on deck circle. 2-2 the count again. Adrian Brandis checks the runner Har at first. And the 2-2 coming home. And that's going to be in the dirt. Good stop by Phillips. Count's going to run full now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nate Har will be off early with the pitch with 3-2 and a full count. Adrian Brandis peers in at his catcher. Phillips gets the sign. And the 3-2. That's going to miss. Get by Phillips. Har round second, but he's going to go no further. So runners now on first and second with 2 outs. And that's going to bring the top of the order back up here, and Jackson Bittner. Bittner walked in his last at-bat. First pitch to Bittner, swung on and missed. Good pitch there, good fastball by Adrian Brandis. We have a all Brandis pitching game here so far. And the 0-1, that one misses up and away. Nice job there by Quincy Phillips to snag that one out of the air. One thing about these Lennox runners, Phillips has got a live arm, so they need to make sure that they don't get caught sleeping out there. He's already shown he's not afraid to throw down behind the runner at second. And the 1-1 on the outside corner. Good pitch there by Brandis as he, that's a corner that's been there all day, and the pitchers have been able to hit it. It's been real effective. And the 1-2. Swung on, popped up foul. Out of play over behind the press box here. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, 2 outs. Brandis set now, checks the runner at second and at first. Now he comes home. Swung on, grounded to second. Craven stays down on it. Fires to Foster at first for the out. And Bittner forced out 4-3 for the third out. Adrian Brandis comes in and gets out of the inning. They leave a couple. Lennox leaves a couple, but they don't score any. After 4.5, it's 3-2 Lennox. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning, it'll be Adrian Brandis, Craven, and Foster, and we'll have that when we come back after this break.
Problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start, so that the people may live.
And we're back here, baseball action in Groton, South Dakota. This is Pat Kraus bringing you the 2024 Junior Legion State Tournament. Got ourselves a good one here, 3-2 ball game. Lennox leading winner Colome in the championship. Jackson Onaker still on the pitch for Lennox. He's throwing himself a nice game. Adrian Brandis is in relief of Dylan Brandis.
Now batting number 31, the pitcher, Adrian Brandis.
Adrian Brandis now the batter. He's just double checking with the home plate umpire that he's officially in the game, and he is. He was reported in the previous inning when he came in to pitch. First pitch misses. A little bit of a half swing there, and Dalton Locke says no, he did not go. So 1-0 the count. And the 1-0 is low. 2-0. Score here 3-2. Lennox scored 1 in the top of the first, 2 in the top of the third. Winner scored 2 in the bottom half of the third. That's why we got to 3-2. And the 2-0 is in there for a strike. 2-1 now the count to the new pitcher for winner, Adrian Brandis. He's in the batting order for Brody Calhoun. And the 2-1, that one misses up, 3-1. The changes there were mostly defensive, but when you bring a pitch player off the bench, somebody has to come out. And in this case, Brody Calhoun came out. And the 3-1, that one misses, and Adrian Brandis is going to take the bat with him, as I think he forgot that Winter Colome was in the third base dugout, not the first base dugout. So Brandis aboard with the leadoff walk. That's going to bring up Carter Craven, second baseman. He flied out to right in his first at-bat. We'll see here if Winter puts a little bunt down here to move up the runner. First pitch in there for a strike. Craven does not square around. Again, a couple times here now, coaches have had opportunities to move a runner up and get him in a scoring position, and they don't. And the 0-1 misses up and away. Good job there by Reichel to come out of his crouch and bring that one down. Again, I know we don't see it a whole lot in Major League Baseball, but moving runners around and playing some small ball still is a big part of the younger levels of baseball, whether it be junior teeners, junior legion, teeners, legion, whatever the case may be, even amateur ball. And the 1-1 swung on and missed, and now 2 strikes here to Craven, and so now definitely not having the opportunity to push one down and move the runner up. Honecker looks at the runner. Now he comes set, and the 1-2 on the way here. Swung on and missed, and the batter is out. He cannot try to get to first on that play. So Carter Craven is down swinging for out number 1. Carter Foster now the batter, first baseman. Foster singled and scored back in the third inning, excuse me. So we'll see here if he's able to find a way on here or get Brandis to second somehow. Brandis chased back to first. Again, that's the second time they've thrown over, and he's not even far enough where he has to dive in, so I highly doubt he's going anywhere. First pitch to Foster, grounded back to the pitcher, on to second for 1. Ike's return in time for the double play. So nice play there. 1-6-3 double play to end the inning. No runners left. No runs scored after 5 complete. 3-2 Lennox. Coming up for Lennox in the top of the 6th inning, it will be Honecker, Ike, and Spieler. And we'll have that for you when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Welcome back to Groton, South Dakota and Lockhart Field. This is Pat Krause bringing you the championship action of the 2024 Junior Legion State Tournament. Got ourselves a nice game going here, 3-2 the score, as Lennox hanging on to their lead here. We're getting down to it here. 6th inning here. Jackson Aneker going to lead things off for Lennox. He is the pitcher of record so far for Lennox. And first pitch swinging right back to Adrian Brandis. He takes his time and fires over to Carter Foster to record the out. So 1 pitch, 1 out. Again, as a pitcher, that's what you like to see. Talon Ike now the batter. Ike playing shortstop today. He has been warming up in the bullpen a little bit, so we'll see if we see him. He did pitch a little bit on the first day. I think just to give himself some time. I don't think it was anything important. The 1-0 misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. And Talon Ike was named the MVP of last year's tournament. The 2-0 hit hard up the middle, and that's going to be in for a base hit. Good sharp single there by Talon Ike.
Fall ball frenzy worth $10. Fall ball frenzy worth $10. And the last one of the tournament.
Last foul ball frenzy of the tournament, the $10 one again. Want to express a lot of thanks and gratitude to the various families and individuals who donated the money to that idea with the foul ball frenzy with varying dollar amounts. Got a lot of kids out here from all the towns and enjoying themselves, and having that foul ball frenzy just adds a little more excitement to the game. So thank you to all those people. Talon Ike takes his lead. Cole Spieler, the batter here. First pitch swung on and missed. Good cut there by Spieler, just a little bit behind it. Again, I think Adrian Brandis is deceptively fast. He's got kind of a real slow motion to the plate, but the ball kind of just jumps out of his hand. And the 0-1, that's in there for a strike. Spieler now down, no balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Talon Ike on first base, got himself there with a sharp single into center. And the 0-2, that one misses inside. And that's been a pitch that's been pretty close all night. 1-2 the count now. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. And the 1-2 swung on, popped up. Quincy Phillips is going to give it a look, but it's going to go out of play. There's our final foul ball frenzy, the $10 foul ball. 1-2 our count. And the 1-2 swung on, popped up. Dylan Brandis calls for it, and he will put it away for out number 2. So good out there by Adrian Brandis to get Cole Spieler to pop out to Dylan Brandis. Mason Reichel now the batter. Reichel 2 for 3. 2 singles, 2 RBIs with those singles, and then struck out in his last at bat. So 2 outs here. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Adrian Brandis in relief now of Dylan Brandis. First pitch on the way, misses low and in the dirt. Nice stop there by Phillips. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 6th. 3-2, Lennox leads. They scored 1 in the first, 2 in the third, and then Winter came back with 2 more in their half of the third. And Reichel swings through that one. 1 ball and 1 strike now. And I enjoy watching Darren Ike down here at third base coach. Doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low, stays pretty even keeled, keeps his batters in it. And the 1-1. Swung on, fouled, straight back. Good cut there by Reichel. Got a piece of it. Now Ike telling him just to make an adjustment. Make a 2-strike adjustment. Again, something you don't see is a 2-strike approach anymore. Find a way just to put the ball in play. And the 1-2. Swung on and hit past Dylan Brandis into left field. Ike's going to check in at second, and he's going to go no further. So good piece of hitting there by Reichel as he collects his 3rd hit of the ball game. Looked like Brandis left a little breaking ball up in the zone, and Reichel able to get out in front of it and keep it just inside the base over here at third. So now first and second, Sam Bombas. One ball, no strikes here to Sam Bombas, the left fielder for Lennox. And the 1-0 swung on and hit off the end of the bat. Foul wide of first. Bomba still looking for his first hit of the game. 1-1 the count. Runners on first and second. Reichel on first. Talon Ike on second. The 1-1. That one misses off the plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two outs here. We're at the top of the 6th inning. Adrian Brandis checks the runners all the way around. And the 2-1. Swung on, popped up on the infield. And Camden Anderson puts it away for out number 3 to end the inning. So Lennox leaves a couple. They don't score any. 3-2 still our score after 5.5. Coming up for winner in the bottom of the 6th, it'll be top of the order. It'll be McKenzie, Anderson, and Phillips, and we'll bring you the bottom of the 6th inning when we come back after this break.
In
You
times
learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
Whether you're pregnant or planning ahead, you and your baby deserve a healthy start. We offer a wide range of services such as advocacy, health screenings and education, care coordination and car seat safety, participant empowerment, referral services, and fatherhood support. To learn more about Great Plains Healthy Start, visit greatplainstravelhealth.org or call one of our 5 service areas today. Brought to you by Great Plains Healthy Start.
Carter McKenzie leading off the inning. He's going to drive one into short right field to lead the inning off with a base hit for winner. Camden Anderson now the batter. Anderson 2 for 2. Pop foul out of play. Camden Anderson, the batter here, the 0-1 in there for a strike. Check it first, not in time. Touch the screen. It'll change so then you can brighten it again. The 0-2 misses.
Here's the baseball.
Take it down to Jess Cole. You know Jess is, right?
The 1-2, the runner goes. Throw it on to second is not in time. Carter McKenzie in there safe. That there, ladies and gentlemen, was a baseball play, as that was a great throw by Mason Reichel. Good tag there by Gabe Vierink, and a good jump, good slide there by Carter McKenzie. So that was something you like to see here. Apologize for the silence there for a little bit. We had a little trouble here with our equipment trying to get the brightness figured out. So I think we're back where we need to be now. The 2-2 to Anderson. Swung on, popped up. Nate Haar is going to track it down. He's going to put it away for out number 1.
Now batting number 6, the catcher, Quincy Phillips.
Tying run for Winter is on second base. As Carter McKenzie reached on a single and then stole second. Quincy Phillips now the batter. Phillips responsible for both RBIs as he drove in 2 back in the 3rd inning. First pitch in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to the Winter Colome catcher. This is the spot you'd hope to be in if you're Winter Colome, if you want an opportunity to tie the game. And they're going to chase McKenzie back to second. Again, that play really didn't look like much more than, yeah, we see you out there. We're just going to make it known that we know you're there. And the 0-1, that's in there for strike 2. And Honaker able to get ahead here. No balls and 2 strikes to Quincy Phillips. Phillips 1 for 2 with a fly out and a single, a 2 RBI single. That was Honaker's 76th pitch. And the 0-2 swung on and grounded back to Honaker. They're going to get McKenzie in a rundown, and they're going to throw to second. And they got him at second. And McKenzie got himself too far off. Good play there by Honaker. Phillips is going to be on first on the fielder's choice. But Carter McKenzie cut down 1-6 for the second out. There was no hesitation there for Honaker, as soon as he fielded the ball, he turned right to second base, saw that McKenzie was too far off, chased him back, and then they were able to put the tag on and get him out. Now they chase Phillips back to first. So 2 outs, Quincy Phillips on first. Dylan Brandis the batter. Brandis was the starting pitcher. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. Long pause from Honaker. Really long pause. Time called there. Looked like everybody was in a bit of a staring contest back there. Trying to see who blinks first. Honaker comes set now. And the first pitch to Brandis. That's in there for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Winter Colome had a threat going. They throw over to first, not in time. Phillips chased back as Carter McKenzie singled, stole second, had himself in scoring position. But on Quincy Phillips' ground ball back to the pitcher, he was caught in a rundown. And the 0-1, that's outside. Again, Brandis, to me, looks like he's out on his front foot too much here tonight. Not keeping that weight back and balanced. And he hasn't been able to get any contact on the ball tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quincy Phillips leads from first. And the 1-1, that's in there at the knees for a strike. Good pitch there by Honaker, hit the knees. And Honaker a strike away from getting out of this inning and not surrendering anything. And the 1-2, the runner goes. Ground ball to short. Ike up with it. He fires to first in time to retire Dylan Brandis and end the inning. So Brandis goes down 6-3 for the out. Winter Colome leaves one. They don't score any. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. It's going to be Veering, Haar, and Asheim as Lennox tries to add a few insurance runs, and we'll see that when we come back after this break.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
Out here, you'll learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
We're back here in Groton, South Dakota at Lockhurst Field. Top of the 7th inning here. Lennox coming to bat. They lead 3-2 in this championship game of the 2024 edition of the Class B Junior Legion State Tournament. This has been Pat Kraus bringing you all the coverage from the first game of the day on Friday to the last game of the day today. 11 games in total, but we're not done yet. Adrian Brandis still in relief. First pitch to Gabe Veering is in the dirt for ball 1. Veering having himself a tough day at the plate. 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts, 2 of them looking. The 1-0 swung on a pop foul out of play. One 1 the count now. Adrian Brandis, 31 pitches in relief here now. The 1-1 swung on, popped short into left field. And nice play there by Aiden Schroeder as he comes in and collects the fly ball for out number 1. Aiden Schroeder started the game at third base, but when Dylan Brandis came out of the game, he went out to left field, and Brody Calhoun came out of the game. Nate Haar, the batter now. Haar playing third base, takes up and away for ball 1. Looks like Talon Ike is warming up again over in the bullpen. That's the second time he's been up. The 1-0 misses up and away. Jackson Onaker, the starting pitcher for Lennox, 81 pitches so far through 6 innings, so not a bad outing for him. And the 2-0 to Haar, that misses up and away. 3-0 the count here, so likely see Haar taking on this pitch, as Brandis's 3 pitches weren't even all that close. And the 3-0, that's in there for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike now the count to the Lennox third baseman. And the 3-1, and that's going to hit Haar in the foot, and he's going to be on base. Well, would have been ball 4 anyway, but it hits him, so goes down as a hit by pitch. Jack Asheim, the batter now. Asheim was on in his last at bat with a walk. He does have a single and a strikeout here, as he looks. Haar takes his lead from first. Asheim digs in the box. First pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up. Carter Foster's going to give it a look, and he's going to be able to recover. Took kind of an odd angle to that one, but able to stick with it and record the second out of the inning. Nice play there by Carter Foster. 2 outs now. Jackson Bittner, the batter. Bittner reached on an error back in the first inning, scored the first run of the game, but since then has been held off the bases. First pitch to Bittner is up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Bittner's made some nice plays in the outfield, however, so one of the nice things about baseball, you're unable to be good on the offense, you have a chance to recover on defense. And the 1-0 misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. 2-0 the count here to Jackson Bittner, the leadoff hitter. And we are, again, if you're just happen to be tuning in, this is the championship game. We're in the 7th inning, top of the 7th. And the 2-0 misses up and away, 3-0. Scoring has been hard to come by in the recent innings. 1 in the first for Lennox, 2 in the top of the 3rd for Lennox, 2 in the bottom of the 3rd for Winter, and nothing since. And the 3-0, that's in there for a strike. Now 3 balls and 1 strike. Adrian Brandis comes back with a strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Brandis looking to get out of here and get his team into the dugout, an opportunity to tie or potentially win the game in the bottom of the 7th. And the 3-1, that's in the dirt. It's going to be ball 4. And runners will move up. Nate Hard to second. Bittner to first on the walk. So runners on first and second. Nothing real hurt there. I mean, you don't obviously want to walk him, but Jackson Honecker coming up now. And Honecker been on a couple of times. The offense maybe hasn't been Honecker's strong point tonight, but he has thrown a very nice game as a pitcher. So, again, first pitch on the way to Honecker. Swung on and grounded foul, and Darren Ike unable to come up with the short hop. Going to get razzed by his dugout here. That's just tradition. Players got to give their coaches a hard time if they aren't able to field a ground ball on the foul side of the line. And the 0-1, swung on, popped up. Going to be a tough play over here. Dylan Brandis chasing. He turns his back to the infield, and he's unable to make the catch. That's, again, we've talked about it a few different times. That's a tough play for those corner infielders. They turn their back to the infield and running away from it, trying to do an over the shoulder, but not knowing exactly where the fence is, where the other player is, and then having to find the ball. That's a difficult play. So no balls and 2 strikes. And the 0-2 swung on and grounded to short. Anderson knocks it down with his foot. There's going to be no play anywhere. All the runners will advance. Hard to third, Bittner to second. And they're going to give Honecker a hit there.
Number 27, shortstop,
Talon Ike now the batter. Not really who you want to have up in this situation if you're Winner. He hit a sharp single last time off of Adrian Brandis. The 1-0 popped up and foul out of play. One thing Camden Anderson did do, I know he didn't field the ball cleanly, but he kept it in the infield, because if that ball gets by him, Nate Hard most definitely scores. So if they're able to get Ike here, that would have saved. That is a run-saving play, as Ike swings and fouls another one back. And Brandis now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, hoping to get a ground ball or a lazy fly ball here and get out of the inning. And the 1-2. Going to get by Phillips, but not enough to score. Again, with the backstop here in Groton, you either commit right away or you don't go. Because if you don't commit, if you do it halfway, it's going to come back and bite you. Ground ball through the left side. That's going to score 1. Jackson Bittner coming around third. He's going to score as the ball gets by Schroeder. Honecker comes in to second. He's going to slide in safely. And Talon Ike delivers a 2 RBI single. Honecker moves up on the misplay out in left field. Cole Spieler now the batter. Runners on first and third and 2 outs. Lennox gets 2 there. Now they extend their lead 5-2. First pitch to Spieler, fouled back. And you're not going to fault Brandis there as he's throwing strikes. He's doing his job. Maybe too good of a pitch there to the number 3 hitter in Lennox's lineup. Maybe looking for something maybe off the plate, or even bounce one in there. As that was a 1-2 count. And when you get up 0-2, 1-2, you don't want to. Ike's going to take off from first, and they're not going to worry about him. Brandis doesn't even make an attempt, so Ike's going to make it into second. Again, play like that, sometimes they call it defensive indifference, where nobody even makes an attempt on the play. The 1-1 to Spieler, swung on and missed. And Brandis now back ahead here, 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Lennox leading now 5-2 as they've gotten 2 here in their half of the 7th inning. Looking to extend that. The 1-2 to Spieler. Swung on and missed, and Spieler down swinging for the 3rd out. But Lennox gets 2, and they leave a couple. New score, 5-2 Lennox. Going to the bottom of the 7th inning, winner's last chance. And they're going to send up Littau, Schroeder, and Adrian Brandis. And we'll have the bottom of the 7th inning when we come back to Lockhart Field after this break.
In times
Out here,
like
you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
Welcome back to Groton, South Dakota. I'm Pat Kraus here at Lockhart Field, bringing you state tournament action. This is the championship game here between Lennox and winner Colome. Keegan Littau going to lead off for winner here as Jackson Honecker comes out in the 7th here. He is the one and only pitcher for Lennox so far. 5-2 your score. Lennox got 2 in the top of the 7th to extend their lead. The 1-0 in there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Winner looking to try to find a way here as they trail by 3. Last chance here. And the 1-1. That one's down and in. 2-1 now the count. Littau has hit the ball. Hit a double back in the 2nd inning. Hoping for that to happen again here. And the 2-1, and that one's going to miss all the way to the backstop. 3-1. It is getting a little bit, I think, getting a little damp out there as the temperature drops a little bit and the moisture picks up. So maybe running into that situation here with the ball. 3 balls and 1 strike. And if you're winner, got to get that leadoff hitter on. That always sets the tone for the inning. But conversely, if you're Lennox, you want to get that first batter out. So the 3-1, and that's going to miss. So Littau is going to draw a leadoff walk. And Mason Reicher takes a few steps out to offer some words of encouragement to his pitcher. Again, Jackson Honecker has thrown himself an outstanding game. 86 pitches here through 6 total innings. I know he just walked the leadoff hitter, but that is not indicative of how his game has gone. Aiden Schroeder now the batter. First pitch to Schroeder is in there for a strike, and just like that, that's what Honecker's been able to do all game, is give up a hit, give up a walk, but then come right back with strike 1. Just shows the confidence he has in his stuff. He checks the runner now, the 0-1. That one gets Schroeder off the plate, bends him in half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, as Schroeder's in there, you kind of hope he stays in there, maybe gets plunked there and puts himself on base, but he gets out of the way. And 1-1. That one misses low and in, 2-1. And we'll see here how long Darren Ike lets Honaker go, as that was pitch number 90. I know 105 is the max, but, you know, if he gets himself into trouble, you know, got other options, I'm sure. Throw over to first. And again, like I said, that sometimes can be used as just a way for the pitcher to clear his head. A little different kind of a throw. And the 2-1. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Gabe Veering calls for it. And he puts it away for out number 1. So Schroeder retired on the fly out, on the pop out, excuse me, for out number 1. Adrian Brandis is going to be the batter. Brandis came in relief of Dylan Brandis back in the 5th inning. He's hitting in Brody Calhoun's spot. He walked in his first at-bat and then was forced out as part of a 1-6-3 double play. First pitch misses off the plate. That was pitch number 92. Keegan Littau on first. He got there by way of a leadoff walk. And then Aiden Schroeder popped out for the first out. And that brings us to Adrian Brandis. The 1-0, it's in there for a strike. You know, I think these winter Colome batters are going up there and trying to be patient, as, you know, Honaker does show that he can walk batters. So if you make him work, maybe they can get a couple base runners, maybe force him into a mistake. He throws over again. Littau not even a half a step off the base, but just trying to catch him leaning. The 1-1 to Brandis. That one misses up and away. Stands Reichel out of his crouch. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. This next pitch here for Honaker will be pitch number 95. And Honaker set at the belt, and the 2-1 coming. Swung on and missed, and Brandis swings through that fastball. Good fastball there by Honaker. He kind of just reared back and said, you know, enough messing around here. Here it is. Try to hit it. Brandis digs back in. We'll see here if Honaker goes back to that. I don't see why he wouldn't, as Brandis wasn't really even close to that fastball. And the 2-2. Swung on and missed, and Brandis goes down swinging for out number 2. And now Lennox 1 out away from their title. Carter Craven, we have a pinch hitter coming in. 37 for 33. I think 37 is Jackson Day. Jackson Day hitting for Carter Craven. Jackson Day been a player in the lineup often, just not today. First pitch swinging, and foul tips it into the glove. Again, Jackson Honaker had 97 pitches, looking to close it out here and go a complete game in here in the championship. And the 0-1, that's in there for strike 2. And now the Lennox crowd can feel it, the dugout can feel it, the Lennox players can feel it, as Winter Colome down to their last strike. We'll see here. Sometimes the pitchers, they get a little amped up and try to reach back and do too much with it. We'll see what Honaker does here. And the 0-2 swung on a foul, and Day keeps alive. Going to extend the game by at least one more pitch. Pitch number 99 on that one. Number 100 coming up. Honaker shakes and keeps shaking there, as now he and Reichel agree on the pitch. And the 0-2 swung on and missed, and Jackson Honaker strikes out Jackson Day for the 3rd out of the game and the final out of the inning. And the Lennox Junior Legion, they mob each other right around home plate as they celebrate a championship. 5-2 the win Outstanding pitching performance by Jackson Onaker. Congratulations to Lennox as they win the championship. We're going to take ourselves a little break, and just a short break, and when we come back, we'll recap the championship game, recap the tournament, put a bow on everything, and do a little sign-off, but we'll do that after a short break here.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family-owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years' experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
And we're back here at Lockhart Field here in Groton, South Dakota, in a game just completed. Championship game just finished. Lennox defeats Winter Colome 5-2. Very well played game by both teams, as a championship game should be. Jackson Onaker goes the distance for Lennox, and he earns the victory with 100 pitches. A great outing for him. You know, Dylan Brandis pitched for Winter Colome. Didn't have his best stuff, but good enough to keep him in it, as he came out with a 3-2 deficit, and Adrian Brandis came in, and Lennox was able to load the bases there in the 7th inning and get a big 2-out RBI single by Talon Ike to extend their lead 5-2. And then again, Jackson Onaker just did his thing and was able to get a couple of strikeouts there in the bottom of the 7th inning. So a great game there. We're getting ready to do some awards here, so we'll try to keep it here a little bit longer just so that we know who our MVP of the tournament is, our Porter T. Talcott sportsmanship winner, and our Big Stick Award winner, as our Legion commissioners are getting there. We'll recap the tournament here. We'll talk about here. You know, we went all the way back to Friday, seems like forever ago now. Beersford was able to defeat Wynn. They moved in to play Winter Colome in the semis. Lennox and Martin were both winners. They were our semifinal teams. Wynn, Clark, Faulkton, and Groton, they were in the elimination games yesterday morning, with Clark and Groton coming out victorious. And then in our semifinal games, Winter Colome defeated Beersford and Lennox defeated Martin. So that set up our matchups for today. We had 3 games today. The first one started at 12:30 between Clark and Groton. Groton came away victorious to earn 5th place in the State Legion Junior Legion tournament. And the game before this was Beersford and Martin. Martin was able to defeat Beersford in that game to earn 3rd place. And then in the championship game that was just completed here, Lennox defeats Winter Colome. You know, getting to watch all the games this weekend, I would have to say that the two correct teams were in the championship game. Both these teams were very well coached, very well skilled, good ability, and they could hit, they could field, and they could pitch. And if you're able to do those 3 things in baseball, that's a good recipe for a success. So while we have an opportunity here, again, as you've been watching the scroll across the bottom of the screen, a lot of sponsors on there that without them this doesn't happen. So a big thank you to all those sponsors. Groton Baseball Softball Foundation, again, they put on a great show when we host tournaments here in Groton. Again, it's not something that just happens. They put in the work, they put in the time to find the volunteers. Every foundation member's been out here from probably Wednesday or Thursday setting things up, and of course they've been out here every day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of the tournament to make sure everything runs smoothly. And again, my press box crew up here with Jared Fleece and Mike Emery and Darren Erdman running the show up here, keeping the stats up and keeping me up to date with things. And of course, I cannot forget about the 2 guys that make this job really, really, really easy for me, and that is Axel Warrington and Lincoln Shilhonic. Axel's been the first guy to do this for me, and we know that unfortunately he's not going to be around forever, so we're hopefully getting Lincoln roped in here to be the guy, and he's learned it well and taken it on and done a really nice job here. Again, I don't know who or how and most of this stuff works, and without them, this doesn't happen. You know, I get to show up and put the headset on, and I talk. They give me the thumbs up. They tell me when to talk, and again, makes things a lot easier. So, just real quick here, I'm going to check with our stat guys to see if we can get who our award winners are. And let's see here. All right, our big stick is going to go to Talon Ike of Lennox. He batted .643. MVP to Talon Ike, 7 RBIs. And then our sportsmanship award goes to Martin. So very deserving, as again, Talon Ike was the MVP last year. But you know, he's a very deserving ball player. He's a good ball player. And Martin winning the sportsmanship award, yes, very, very deserving there as well. So now that we know who won what, it's time for us to sign off here from Groton, South Dakota. It's been a great weekend. Again, as I said, thank you to all those sponsors. Thank you to the Baseball Softball Foundation here in Groton for all their hard work. Thank you to Axel and to Lincoln for making this job really, really super easy for me. And again, thank you all for watching and listening from wherever you were watching, listening from. This has been Pat Krause providing you the 2024 coverage of the Junior American Legion State Tournament. Thank you all for tuning in, and have yourselves a wonderful evening.